I'm here in Fort McMurray with Dennine Giles. Dennine, who's a resident of Fort McMurray, business owner in Fort McMurray. And Dennine, one thing you shared with us is how important the whole support for the re-entry, bringing people back. How important was that?
I know for sure that the firefighters in our community saved the infrastructure of our community. But then I also know that it was the Red Cross that actually brought everybody home. And if you guys hadn't done that, there are so many people out there that couldn't afford to come back, that didn't know what they were coming back to. You can save the infrastructure. But if you don't have the people come back to actually create a community again, you're going to lose the community.
So that support was so important at that time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now you're quite involved with the food bank. Tell us about how important that emergency funding was.
I don't think people actually understood what re-entry actually meant or looked like, and the impact actually that the funding from the Red Cross had on it. So we normally would have 25 to 35 clients a day at the food bank,
Right.
and on re-entry day, from re-entry on, it was 135 to 150 intake a day. We were lined up outside, because now all these people were coming to clean the town, to get us all going again. But there was lots of people had no money, they had no food, they had no resources. There was tons of people living in one apartment because people were coming back then, but now we had to feed them too.
It's going to be 2 years soon that this massive fire happened here. And a lot of people think, well, it should be all over. But we know that there are many more needs. Can you tell us about those needs?
Absolutely. We have a fella actually that I work with, and he was still having quite a hard time. I think it was about 2-3 months ago. And the Red Cross actually has come in to help him again. They actually said, okay, you know what, we get it, eh?
Right.
We get it, you're still hurting, you're still having a hard time.
Right.
That's no problem.
That little help in those difficult times makes a huge difference. Right?
Well, and what's gonna happen is, if that doesn't happen,
Right.
that guy leaves, hey? And he goes someplace else.
Right.
And every time we lose a person, we lose a little bit of our community. It is absolutely my privilege to be a part of the Red Cross, because the Red Cross had me when I needed it. When I walked back in on re-entry and I had to go and say, yeah, I'm home. And the vest was there, and the vest said to me, are you okay? Are you okay? And I will forever be in debt for that feeling of, I'm gonna be okay.